In this video, I am going to discuss about the convolution theorem of Laplace transformation and inverse Laplace transformation. So before going to the thing, let me start the convolution of two functions. Convolution of two functions. The convolution of two functions f of t and g of t is denoted by f of t star g of t and defined as f of t star g of t is equal to integration 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u with respect to u. So this is the convolution of two functions f and g. If somebody asks you to find the convolution of two functions f, then you have to use the formula integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. Now, what is the convolution theorem of Laplace transformation? Convolution theorem of Laplace transformation. So, the convolution theorem of Laplace transformation, if we can say, if Laplace transformation of f of t is fs and Laplace transformation of g of t is gs, then Laplace transformation of convolution of f of t and g of t, Laplace transformation of convolution of f of t and g of t is equivalent to saying Laplace transformation of f of t into Laplace transformation of g of t, and that is equal to fs into gs. Then how can we find the inverse of fs dot gs? So that is the convolution theorem for inverse. Convolution theorem for inverse. Next, convolution theorem for inverse Laplace transformation. So what we'll do, if L inverse of fs is f of t and inverse Laplace transformation of g of t, g of s, L inverse of g of s, L inverse of g of s is g of t, then L inverse of fs dot gs will be nothing but L inverse of fs into L inverse of gs, and that is equivalent to f of t star g of t. But f of g star g of f of t star g of t is nothing but integration 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u, and we will integrate it with respect to u. So when I am asking you to find the inverse of a inverse Laplace transformation using convolution, finally you have to find the integration from 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. Let me take one simple example here. Example is, find L inverse of s square by s square plus a square into s square plus b square. Okay, so this is the thing. So here I may or may not mention using convolution, but it will be advisable to use the convolution here. Okay, so in order to use the convolution, first of all you write this one as a product of two functions. So L inverse, I want to write this one as like this, Fs and Gs. In order to use the convolution theorem, we have to write the inside thing as a product of two functions f and g. And so we can able to write that one as L inverse s by s square plus a square into s by s square plus b square. We can write the given function in this way. We can write the given function in this way. And so here we can say fs equal to nothing but s by s square plus a square. Gs will be nothing but s by s square plus b square. So here I will write Fs equal to s by s square plus a square, and Gs is nothing but s by s square plus b square. Now what I will find, L inverse of Fs. L inverse of Fs will be nothing but cos At, and L inverse of Gs will be nothing but cos Bt. Is nothing but cos Bt. And so L inverse of Fs into Gs is equivalent to L inverse of Fs into L inverse of Gs. L inverse of Gs. That is equal to f of t, or you can say L inverse of Fs equal to cos t. So cos At star cos Bt. Cos Bt. Cos At star cos Bt. According to the formula of convolution, cos At star cos Bt will be integration 0 to t f of u. Wherever t is there, I will put f of u. So I will have cos Au, and this one will be cos b into t minus u, and I will have here du. So if I can able to integrate this one, then my job is over. That will be the inverse of the a square function, a square by a square plus a square into a square plus b square. So my job is now to integrate it. So the integration, whatever way you can do it, but here cos a into cos b formula is very much useful. So cos a into cos b formula is very much useful here. That one is nothing but that is equal to, the formula says that will be nothing but cos a plus b, cos a plus b plus cos a minus b divided by 2. That is the formula I will apply here. So a is nothing but au, b is nothing but b into t minus u. And so what we will get here, integration 0 to t, and we will get here cos of au plus bt minus bu plus cos of a minus b. Cos of a minus b means cos of au minus bt plus bu divided by 2. and we will integrate it with respect to u. We will integrate it with respect to u. Okay, and so what we will do here, further we will simplify it, integration 0 to t. This will be u term, there are two u terms, so what I will say, cos of a plus b u plus bt, cos of a minus b u plus bt, and 1 by 2 I will take outside, and plus here what I will get, cos of a plus b u minus bt, and I will integrate it with respect to u. I will integrate it with respect to u. Now you see that integration of cos ax, integrate here you see integration of cos ax dx is nothing but sin ax by a, sin ax by a. Accordingly, you see that here in place of a, I am having a minus b of u. So I am integrating with respect to u. So I can say here 1 by 2 integration of this one with respect to u will be sin a minus bu plus bt divided by a minus b, and the limit is 0 to t, and similarly here plus sin of a plus b u minus bt divided by a plus b, and the limits are 0 to t, and the limit are 0 to t. Now if you put the upper and lower limit, what we will get, we will simplify it 1 by 2, and here upper limit is t. So what will happen, wherever u is there I will put t. So I will get sin a minus b of t plus bt divided by a minus b, and then I will put u equal to 0. So lower limit minus sin what will happen here, u equal to 0, then here I will have sin bt divided by a minus b. Similarly here I will have plus sin a plus b of t minus bt divided by a plus b, and then minus what I will have here, sin minus bt. So minus sin of minus bt is minus sin bt, and so what I will get here, plus here sin bt by a plus b, by a plus b. So this thing now we will simplify, and what we will get, we will see what is the thing we will get. You see here this b minus bt and this plus bt will get cancelled, here plus bt minus bt will get cancelled. So what is the remaining thing here, 1 by 2 whole into, here I will have sin 80 divided by a minus b, and minus sin bt divided by a minus b, and plus sin 80 divided by a plus b, and then plus sin bt divided by a plus b. Now we can take we can take sin 80 common, and we will have like this 1 by 2. If from these two terms, this term and this term, sin 80 is common, so what I will have, sin 80 will be common, remaining thing will be 1 minus a minus b, and plus 1 by a plus b, and from these two terms I will take sin bt, so minus sin bt, and the remaining thing will be 1 by a minus b minus 1 by a plus b. Okay, so 1 by a minus b, 1 plus a b is 2a. So I will have 1 by 2 into 2a sine 80 divided by a square minus b square, and this one will be minus, this one will be, how much will be this, a plus b, a minus b, b will be plus what I will have here, this is plus, this is 2b, 2b minus, you will have this a plus b minus a minus b, so minus 2b sine bt divided by a square minus b square, a square minus b square. And so finally what I will get, 2 will get cancelled everywhere, so I will get 1 by a square minus b square into a sin 80 minus b sin 80. Okay, so this will be the inverse of the given function using convolution. Using convolution. Now I will take another problem here. Say next example is find L inverse of find L inverse of s by s square plus a square whole square. Okay, so if it is the thing, then what we will do, again we want to write the inside thing as a product of two functions. So I can write here L inverse of s by s square plus a square whole square. We can write it as L inverse of s by s square plus a square into 1 by s square plus a square. Okay, so here what I will do is, here if I have a, then I can get sine, so I will divide a and multiply a, so I can write this one as 1 by a L inverse of s by s square plus a square into a by s square plus a square. Now let me take fs equal to s by s square plus a square, and gs will be a by s square plus a square. And now I will find L inverse of s by s square plus a square, that will be nothing but cos 80, and L inverse of gs, gs means a by s square plus a square is equal to sine 80. And so finally what are you getting, it is, finally what are you getting, it is L inverse of s by s square plus a square whole square is, you are getting as 1 by a cos 80 star sine 80. Okay, now this is equivalent to integration 0 to t 1 by a cos au into sine a into t minus u du, t minus u du. So this is equivalent to saying 1 by a integration 0 to t and cos au sine of a t minus au du. Okay, now this again you can integrate this one using whatever formula you know, but I will advise you to use the formula of sin a cos b. I will use the formula of sin a into cos b. The formula of this one is sin a plus b and plus sin a minus b divided by 2, divided by 2. So where a is nothing but at minus au and b is nothing but au, and so finally what will you get, cos AU sin AT minus AU will be nothing but sin AU plus AT minus AU plus sin A minus B. What will be the thing we will get? AT minus AU plus AT whole divided by 2. Whole divided by 2. So you will get it as sin of AU will get cancelled, AT, and then this one will be plus sin of 280 minus AU whole divided by 2. Whole divided by 2. Now you will put this one in the integration. So that implies 1 by a integration 0 to t sin 80 plus sin 280 minus AU divided by 2 into du. Now you simplify it. If you simplify it, what will you get? 1 by 2a, and first I will take integration 0 to t sin 80 du, and second one will be plus integration 0 to t sin 280 minus AU du. Okay, so your sin 80 is independent of u. So what we will get here is this is equal to 1 by 2a sin 80 integration du 0 to t, and this one will be as it is. So integration 0 to t sin of 280 minus AU du. Okay, so this is the thing. Now you can integrate it and you simplify it, then what you will get here is 1 by 2a, and this one will be t into sin 80, t into sin 80, and then integration of sin is minus cos, so minus cos ax by a. Integration of sin ax is nothing but minus cos ax by a. So you will get here minus of cos 280 minus AU divided by minus a, and the limit is 0 to t, and the limit is 0 to t. So finally what we will get here is t sin 80, and then suppose I will put this minus minus will be plus 1 by a, and the remaining thing if I put t u equal to t cos 80 minus 80 is cos 80, and if I put u equal to 0, I will get cos 2t minus cos 2t minus cos 2t. So if we simplify it, then finally we'll get the simple form of that one is equal to 1 by 2a 1 by 2a into t into sin 80. After simplification of this thing, we will get the value of that one like this. So this is 280. Okay, so this will be the use of convolution. This will be the use of convolution.